Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. Last time, we had the Festival of Ice, and I almost lost my voice while doing it. This time, hopefully my voice will go better, because things have gotten a fair bit better as far as that goes. But the spirits are very displeased, so, well, I won't be celebrating in the mines, I guess. This time, I want to do a couple of things. First off, I want to put a hat on my horse. Because as of 1.3, you can now put hats on your horse, so by golly, Bucephalus is going to wear a sailor's hat for a while. I don't know if this is the hat I'm going to keep him in, because it's kind of a weird looking hat on a horse, but okay, that's what I was supposed to do. Alright, so I don't know if I'm going to keep him on this horse, but it's still a nice hat anyway. Alright, so my iridium's good to go. That's nice, because I want to put it away. And I think actually what I want to do, since it's a terrible day to go into the mines, I think I'm going to take one of my tools over to Clint. Let's see, let me take a look at my tools and see how things are going. I think, okay, so, speaking of tools, I need to get my pickaxe back. Okay, well, I guess in that case I'm taking my axe, and do I have enough gold to do this? Yes, I do. Alright, cool, that's fine. And I've got enough money. Barely, but I've got enough money. Alright, so let me go ahead and take this, and I'm going to, I think, continue on with my usual ablutions. And I will see you guys over at Clint so I can get my pickaxe back. And also, so that I'm probably going to head to Robin's afterward, because I kind of want to make building plans to see if I can achieve any sort of building goals within the next, say, 19 days or so. Ooh, and also, our super coop is done. Awesome. Now that that's ready to go, you notice now we've got the auto feed system, and now we can get wabbits. So I may just see about buying a wabbit as well. Yay! You received a gold pickaxe. Oh, baby. Also, let's go ahead and put the axe. Well, I don't have enough money for it. Okay, well, let's see. In that case, then, let's shop. Actually, in that case, let's process geodes first, then we'll shop. Okay, so I figured I'd go ahead and bring the geodes by just to make sure. Maybe there's something special, maybe not, but I figured, it'd take us a grand total of like 2 minutes to find out. Alright, that tiger's eye, okay, is not new. Alright, in that case, then we can sell it. So, let's go ahead and sell. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. We'll keep enough to make a new tool, and then sell you. And that brings us up to 8 grand, so we still don't have enough to make the gold pickaxe, or the gold axe. But I'm glad we have the pickaxe now, because, well, I wanted to actually show you something else too. And that is the quarry we just opened up. Because we got the bridge fixed, now we have a warp spot to the quarry, which is a rather interesting spot, because essentially what it is it's just a whole bunch of rocks spawning randomly, and it'll refill over the space of several days. Now you see what you can get there. A lot of it's just going to be regular crap, but you also notice we had some gold ore, we've got some iron ore right there, and we've also got some precious gemstones that we could find, so it's an interesting little place. And it's also a good chance to try out the new pickaxe, because, yeah, I mean, it's now you notice, it's even carving down your gold in 2 hits, and everything else is carving down in 1. So, what I like to do with this, and you probably have picked up my pattern already, but what I like to do with this is I like to try to go around peripherally, and then kind of work my way in. No, I don't want to milk a rock. I like to work my way around peripherally and then head into the center, just because, I don't know, it just suits my sense of craziness, I suppose. Okay, so, yeah, while I'm taking care of this quarry here, I guess I will mention apologies. I mean, well, I've said this already, but apologies on the throat issues. I've noticed they're still a little prevalent, even as I'm recording, but it's getting better. Hopefully in the next day or two, I should be back to completely full everything, full range of voice, full expressiveness. My voice won't sit here and crack whenever I try to go whenever I try to hit high notes, and I just got a diamond. All right, nice. Etc., etc. I gotta admit I'm a little annoyed at this point because generally I'm a pretty hardy person, so I don't like it when I get sick. And the fact that this has lingered for as long as it has is really kind of getting on my nerves now. Because I want it to be done, darn it. I know, though, that it is sinus drainage, so I don't know, I guess it's just more of a seasonal thing. Also, there's an aquamarine for Emily's bundle. Let's see, it should still be... Okay, yeah, aquamarine, there you go. We can get a duck feather, obviously, from the duck, too, and that'll help. But yeah, I'm generally a pretty hardy person, so when I get sick, I kind of take it personally. And I've taken it real personally. But something I more wanted to talk about... Let's see, I don't remember what I've talked about, darn it. So I may be talking about some stuff that I've already mentioned, but I'm in the process of applying for a job in my area, like probably about 20 minutes, or probably about a half hour away from where I live. That is a full-time teaching job, which is really, really exciting. I haven't finished up the application yet. I've got the application itself pretty much done, but I've got to do... Because with an academic job, you've got to do stuff like cover letters, and you've got to have what they call a teaching statement or statement of philosophy that basically defines how you... Essentially, in my case, what I see as the mission of the community college. And then you've got to obviously fill out the application. You got to get references and all that stuff. So I am in the process of getting that ready, and I've got most of it done. I've got a little bit of time before I have to finish it because I think the application is due toward the end of the month. I know it's due pretty much right around then because when I got it initially, it said it was finishing out in 3 weeks. So that probably puts it around the 25th or so. And I'm filming this on September 8th, I think. Yeah, I'm filming this on the 8th. Okay, yeah. So I've got some time, but it's still a little nerve-wracking nonetheless, just because, you know, it's a new job. It's the idea that I could very well, I mean, if I make this, if this goes the way I want it to, then it will completely transform my life in a lot of ways. And that's obviously an exciting prospect. And not only that, but it would transform my life, and I wouldn't even have to move to take the job, which is pretty amazing. I mean, it's something that you don't often see, because typically, in terms of new jobs and stuff like that, it usually involves a lot of moving and craziness in regards to that. But if I do get this job, then I won't have to move anywhere, because what I would just simply be doing would be driving a little bit further to get there. Now, there would be some difficulties in regards to it, because for one, the area where I'm going, or if I did get this new job, the school to which I would be going, is actually in another time zone, even though it's only 30 minutes away. So I would have to twist my brain around that. But other than that, I mean, that's really the biggest worry I would have. So, I mean, obviously, aside from getting acquainted with the new job and new people and all that. And I'm almost out of energy. How much have I got left? Let's see. I have 15 points. Okay, and then that takes up 1. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, we got enough energy. Cool. Okay, so the quarry's all cleaned out now. And our proceeds from it was a lot of copper ore, a good bit of, actually, all the ores, really. Crap tons of stone, which is really what this is best for. And also, some pretty good precious gems, too. So, yeah, and that took up most of the day, actually. Wow. I didn't imagine it would. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to go drop off the aquamarine over at the community center. And I'll see you guys back at the farm when I get things cleaned up, and I think we'll talk a little bit further about the job that I'm going for. Alright, so I figured to close things out, I would go ahead and see about chopping down some hardwood. Of course, then I realized I need to get actually something to eat before doing that, because otherwise I will die. But yeah, I want to update you also. I have a delivery. I need topaz to rub on my sore knee. Please bring one ASAP. So I can make Elliot happy by bringing him topaz to rub on his knee. Alright, what would be good? Let's see. I probably need something more than a bread, actually. But let's go ahead and take that with us. And om nom on it. Thank you very much. Where is my other... I guess my other food actually is... Well, you know what? Screw it. It's not like I don't have enough of these. I can go ahead and make field snacks and just munch on them. There we are. Hello, field snack. 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got enough for about 30, but still, this will serve me, I think, for now. It's kind of funny. Those field snacks are pretty good, and if you've been running around in the forest, you'll get them pretty quickly, especially if you set up a good tree farm, which I've not gotten around to yet. I probably should at some point. But if you set up a good tree farm, you can obviously get a lot of those in play pretty quickly. Alright, so as I grab my hardwood... No, not that, you silly fools. I guess I'll finish talking about the job that I'm planning on getting. It is a full-time teaching job. It would be a job teaching my subject matter, which is pretty freaking nice, ultimately. And I would be doing it, probably a full-time teaching job generally is going to be, I would think a 5-5 load, which means I would be teaching 5 classes in the fall and 5 in the spring. I've only really had experience teaching 3 in each semester, so it could be an issue. I don't think it would be, honestly, but especially because that would be the only job I'd be doing, but there could be a little bit of an issue in terms of, hey, you should be a little careful as far as what you do and what you plan for and all that. So it's certainly worth keeping in mind that there could potentially be, I guess, something of an issue in regards to doing the job. I don't think there would be, honestly. I feel like I'm ready because I've been doing it for a decade, like I've said before, and I have a good bit of experience not just teaching that subject matter, but also in terms of tutoring for it. So I think I'm pretty well set as far as being able to do the job. And I would, frankly, really enjoy the opportunity to work 35 to 40 hours a week at a job instead of 60 to 70 at 3 jobs. So I'm ready. I want to really kind of get a, I guess, big boy job for the first time, if you want to think of it that way, although I've been working my butt off for years, over a decade, I mentioned. But it would be great if I could manage this, if I could make it to where I could get a big boy job, as it were. And I'm looking forward to the opportunity. I think I stand a pretty good chance of getting an interview because I've been teaching in this area, like I said, for a decade. I've got a number of people who are willing to step up the plate and do recommendations for me. So I think I'm in pretty good shape when it comes to that. So I don't know. We'll ultimately see where it goes. And hopefully things will work out. Obviously, I will keep you guys updated either in this space or, of course, say in just normal conversation or whatnot. All right, so let me go ahead and sell some of my stuff here, and I feel that my voice is starting to kind of bleh again, so let me go ahead and put this stuff up, and I will sell it. And then I think... Excuse me. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that this episode. Alright, so I think that should pretty well wrap it up. So, tomorrow on Stardew Valley is Sebastian's birthday, so we're going to have to make sure to get him a nice present, because he deserves it. He's only 1 heart with us, but of course we aim to change that. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it as always, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.